Hey guys, I'm Harshit from 3DLabAnimation.com, and in this video we're going to learn about how to navigate in Blender 3.2 and some of the basic shortcuts that might be helpful. In the previous video we learned all about all the sections of Blender 3.2, and if you press the left mouse button on any object, you're gonna select it. If you press the left mouse button, it gives us some options which might be useful, but we'll learn later about that. And if you press the middle mouse button and move your mouse, you're gonna navigate in the Blender view. So that's how we navigate in Blender. And here are some shortcuts that might be useful. The first shortcut is if you press the T, you can bring in and remove this left side panel. The left side panel is mainly used to bring the movement gizmo. If you select it, you can see the gizmo, the rotation gizmo, the scaling gizmo. The movement gizmo, well, we'll learn later about this. Let's just keep this tutorial short. So if you press T again, it's gonna disappear. If you press N, you can see the right side panel. The T for bringing the gizmos and N for making some movements, but later about this. The next shortcut is let's go for X. If you press X, it deletes any object, and if you press Shift A, you can bring in any object. Let's go for an UV sphere. Alright, now let's go next for a cone. Yes, that's how you create all different objects. You can bring in a monkey, and after that there are three main shortcuts that would be very useful. The first is G to move any object. G basically means to grab. If you press G, you can grab it and you can just move it anywhere else. The next is R. R for rotation. If you press R, you can just rotate it anywhere you like. And if you press S, you can scale it. Now if you press G and then press X, you can move it on the X-axis. The red line depicts the X-axis. If you press G, by the way, I just cancelled all this. You want to know how? It's by pressing the right mouse button. If you press G and you're just moving it and you don't wanna and you are not satisfied, let's say you simply want to cancel it, you can just press the right mouse button and it comes back. So back to the topic. If we press G and press Y, we can restrict our movement to the Y axis, pressing the right mouse button now. And if we press the G and press the Z button, we can restrict our movement to the Z axis. Alright, and if you press the X button without pressing the right mouse button, you can change the axis. Yes, that's how convenient it is. Now going for the rotation. If you press R and if you press X, you can rotate it along the X axis. Similarly, if you just press Y, you can rotate it along the Y axis, and if you press Z, you can rotate it along the Z axis. Similarly for scaling, if you press S and X, you can scale it along the X axis. S and Y, you can scale it along the Y axis. Similarly, if you press S and Z, you can scale it along the Z axis. Well, this is how you move, rotate and scale in Blender. And this is it for this video. We're gonna learn a lot more stuff in the next video.